Hi, I'm back. I want to talk a little bit about how I felt after I lost Nicholas to suicide. My seconds, minutes, days, months, even years later, I was looked at like I was a damaged person, mentally ill, unstable, and at risk. At risk of dying, at risk of becoming mentally ill. I'm not really sure, but I think what upset me most of all is one incident. I had a doctor's appointment, and this goes back 10 years after my son died. I had a doctor's appointment and I was getting surgery done, and my doctor had to fill out the form. And one of the questions it asked, was I mentally ill? Was I diagnosed with a mental illness? My doctor, he ticked the box that I was mentally ill. When I reviewed the form, I looked at my doctor and I said, "What is this?" And he said, "Well, you refused medication, you have, your emotions are high, your son died by suicide, so now it's in the family." I said, "Doc, I'm grieving. End of story. I'm not mentally ill. I'm grieving. I'm grieving the loss of my son. And it's suicide. Am I at risk? Who knows? I don't know. What does that mean? What does grief mean? When you're grieving the loss of a loved one to suicide, you damn right I'm at risk. Am I mentally ill? Give me a description. What's mental ill? It's awful. I was so brokenhearted to later find out people looked at me like I was contagious, like I had a disease and they might catch it. Mark, thank you. You said I showed my mom a vulnerable side of me and showed her how I self regulate. Her first reactions to me was looking at me crazy and yelling, "I need to get a baker acted and medicated. It's literally broke me." No kidding, Mark. I'm so sorry. Absolutely not true. If you are unstable, that doesn't mean you're contagious. People should stay away from you. Grieving is not considered unstable unless you're showing signs of being high risk, walking out in front of vehicles and walking on a tightrope. Come on. I was grieving. There's so much taboo and no talk about suicide, and you just don't get on with it. You just don't get on with your life. Your life is forever changed. People say the damnedest thing. I remember my dad saying to my face one day, my little girl, 4 years old, was diagnosed with Tay Sachs and they gave her 6 months to live. My father looked at me and he said, "Put her in an institute and go do your dishes and get your laundry done." I was at risk of telling him to get the hell out of my house. Come on, have some empathy and compassion for people. I'm sorry, Mark, but when people are vulnerable, like I've had to do, and like you have done, Kelly has done, many survivors of suicide loss I know have had to be vulnerable. And let me tell you, it doesn't mean that we're damaged. It means we need support. It means I can't believe what the human race say and do. Honestly, I'm a good person. And I mean, I'm trustworthy, I'm honest, I love hard. Yes, I hurt hard. And the loss, I grieve hard, but I prefer to do that than be arrogant and ignorant and selfish and narcissist. So please, if you are vulnerable, you've shown your vulnerability and people react in a negative way, that's not you. That's their problem. Do not take it personally. Breathe and find support and move forward for yourself to get support. You can get through this. You will get through it. Make it manageable. Get it manageable. Life is worth it to you. Don't look back at the negative people. That's just their way of not wanting to deal with something that's uncomfortable. I'm sorry for anyone that had to deal with that. For now, I want you to know self-worth, self-care, and you're worth it. Thank you, Mark, for being part of this video. I really appreciate you coming on. Kelly, thank you for your comments. Thank you for all the viewers that take the time to view my short videos and comment authentically and honestly and truthful. I truly love you all. Thank you and enjoy your day. Bye for now.